Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another crypto update. So we're going to be taking a look at the markets, covering Bitcoin, SRK, and ORN in this video because a lot of you are excited about that crypto. Now, before we get into any of this, I want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, with that being said, let's get straight into the market. Now, we were in a downtrend yesterday. We are recovering a bit today. We can see Bitcoin still down a bit. BNB's up almost 3%. Cardano's down a bit. And one crypto that I want to talk about is ORN, which is the Orion protocol. And we can see that it's been on a massive surge for the last couple of hours. As you can see, it's gone up pretty good. We're gonna cover that, but before we do that, I want to get into Bitcoin. And as you can see, we are having an EMA retest, and potentially we could have this bearish cross. What is a bearish cross? Bearish cross is when the 20 EMA crosses the 55 EMA and goes down. So just so you understand what I'm talking about, potentially this 20 EMA is going to keep going down, and this one's going to go down like that, and that will drag the price down. So as you can see, this is something that had happened before. And now as you can see, that is something that has happened before, and the EMAs haven't touched in quite a while. So they did have a little bounce over here on the EMAs, as you can see. And so here we had a bullish cross. As you can see, the price went up a bit. Then we consolidated for a bit. We made lower lows and lower highs, I'm sorry. And then we had a bearish cross, and right after that we have an EMA retest and then another bullish cross, and this sent the price up from $46,000 up to the all-time high of 61, almost $62,000. So we do have our all-time high over there. So potentially what we are looking at is a symmetrical triangle. This is something that we're potentially looking at. As you can see, we were making higher lows over here, and we are having this EMA retest, and once we reach the apex, we could break out. That is not 100%, that is not financial advice, but it is on the cards because the price has been consolidating for quite a while. A lot of analytics are expecting the price to reach $70,000 in the coming week or 2 weeks perhaps, and that would be of course amazing, but we have to stay realistic. And if there's going to be a bearish cross here, then we can expect a retest of the potentially of the retest of the 200 EMA, because as you can see, that doesn't happen quite often. But if we go down and there's a bearish cross, we might be going down. So there is still some room for growth in this triangle, as you can see, and we can break out, but we can break down as well. That is on the cards as well, so we have to keep our eyes on that as well. So yeah, that is it for Bitcoin, guys. I am bullish on Bitcoin. I think it's gonna go up. That is just my opinion. I don't see us coming down because we had a good level of consolidation. But if we do end up going down, I wouldn't be surprised. So this is the situation we have with Bitcoin right now. And yeah, let's jump into Orion protocol. Now this bad boy has been doing pretty good. I've been able to sell off at the top and rebuy back at the bottoms here with this, which I do recommend doing, but you have to be careful with that. If you don't know what you're doing, then don't bother rebuying and reselling. So we can see that we have this support level over here at 26.30, and that's our all-time high, almost $30. So the price went pretty parabolic. Now you can see that we are trending off of this trend line, and we haven't touched it in quite a bit. So I would assume after the mainnet sell-off, we might come back. Let's jump into the 4-hour chart as well. Now we might get into, by the way, were we in a daily chart? No, we were in a 4-hour chart on the Bitcoin. I was just confused for a second. So potentially what could happen is we can go even higher in the coming days. We could reach almost $40 potentially, which is not a very unrealistic price prediction because of the FOMO that's going to kick in once we get closer and closer to the mainnet launch. So we retested this 20 EMA, couldn't hold it, went back down a bit, didn't touch the 55 EMA, went back up. So we also have this support line over here. Let's just drag it up just a bit like that. And as you can see, we have a support line over there, but we're just gonna have one just so you can expect to go down to this price if Bitcoin is gonna come down. Now we also have a support line over here on 20.70 cents. As you can see, that is one support line that we can potentially have. And there is also this support line that we can pretty much bounce off if we get back down with the Bitcoin dump. So I don't want to see that, and we're gonna take away these resistance lines just so it's not as messy. But you do get what I'm saying. If we go back down, we won't be going down as much, just like we hadn't gone down on the last correction we had with the Bitcoin for the last couple of days. So we didn't go back that much. When I said that in the last video, when I said that the price was good to buy in, you would be in profit now if you did buy at $23, $24, and that would be a good buy for you. Now, like I said, I do expect us to come back to this trend line once the sell-off happens at March 31st. And we're going to bounce off of it, and we're going to go back up because staking is going to be live, and a lot of people are going to stake those coins, including me. I don't see us coming back down to the 200 EMA anytime soon. So yeah, the price is looking pretty good. Let's throw the fib extension on just to see how we are doing. Okay, just like that. So as you can see, we went back up, now testing the 0.382 level, and we could come back down to this golden ratio of 0.618, but I don't really see us doing that unless Bitcoin goes down. If Bitcoin behaves and we're gonna have a launch to the upside with Bitcoin, I don't see the price of ORN going down. And if we go to the CoinMarketCal website, we can see that they have a lot of things happening in March still to come. So there could be some random news announcements. They have their wallet swap launch. So it's really exciting for ORN holders. Guys, you should hold this coin. This is going to make you a lot of money. The room for growth is like, there's so much room for growth here, and we don't see any downside to this coin right now. So I would expect it to go up to $40, sell off at the top, buy back in at the bottom at the sell off if you wanna be a little bit risky. But so far the coin's doing pretty good. I think we're gonna break all-time highs in the next couple of hours, and we're just having a retest of these fib levels right now, and then we're gonna go back up, potentially even retest this 20 EMA. That wouldn't be out of the question as well. We could do that, so the price can consolidate for a bit. The EMA is going to come down here. We can retest it and then go back up. That is potentially the play, because we do seem to rebound off this EMA every once in a while. That gives it a bit of fuel to go back up. So yeah, that is it for Orion Protocol, guys. Keep an eye on this project. If you haven't invested, what are the good buy-ins that you can have? So one buy-in that I would have is obviously this retest of the 20 EMA, which is at $25.50, $25.6. Now, if you have a good buy-in level, for example, here, I'm giving you a 25.6 just to be safe. Have the buy-in order at 25.7, 25.75, just so if it doesn't really touch the 20 EMA, you can still get the order to execute, and if if it doesn't reach the exact price. So yeah, that is one good buy-in zone. If we did break down on Bitcoin, I would test this lower level, but I don't think that could happen. You can potentially have your order up for 24.5, $24.4 dollars for one Orion coin. So yeah, pretty much, even if you bought in at $28, $27, you would still be in profit at the end of this month, because there's going to be so much FOMO to this coin once the mainnet launches, and there's going to be a huge sell-off. People are going to buy it back up, which is going to be insane, guys. So yeah, that's enough rambling on. Let's jump into the SRK coin. So as you can see, we are trending in this uptrend right now. We have this broadening channel, and it's good. If we don't break out of this channel, we are very bullish on SRK. So they do have some events coming in March, so any random announcement can push the price up and push it above the all-time high. So as you can see, the all-time high is here at more than 2.5 cents. That is where the resistance level is. The next resistance is at 25 cents. As you can see, there is quite the resistance level here at 25 cents. And the next resistance is at 24 cents. As you can see, there is a lot of resistance there as well. So we can see that the EMAs are going to have a retest very soon. There was a bearish cross here because the 20 EMA went below the 55 EMA, and now the price is coming back down a little bit, but I do see them making a bullish cross very soon, and that would send the price up. So potentially what we are looking at is as the price going a bit up, retesting the 20 EMA and reaching the resistance levels here. We can retest this level for a bit, come back to this one, and then reach the all-time high. I see this as a good buying opportunity even right now, guys. So SRK is a very good project. If you haven't checked out my first video on it where I covered them, you can check out it in the description. I'm going to have a link to that video. But overall, we are very bullish on this coin. It's doing pretty good. If there is any drop down, I would buy in as well. I would be looking to buy in more coins, because any dip is a good buy in order. If you got in here at 0.016 cents, basically 1.5 cents, that was a good buy in as well. You would be in profit already. There we go. So as you can see, throwing the fib up, we can see that we are testing the 0.5 level. We're going to break it eventually once we have a bullish cross with a 20 and 55 EMA. We could potentially come back down to this golden pocket ratio, the 0.618 level, which is this price over here. As you can see, the prices are on the right and on the fib levels over here. So that is 0.195 cents. So almost 2 cents would be a good buy-in order. I don't see us dropping anywhere below that, but once again, if Bitcoin doesn't behave, we're going to drop back down and potentially test this trend line, because as long as we stay in this trend line, we are good to go, guys. So that is it for the update. We're still bullish on both ORN and SRK, guys. Keep buying in the dips, and at the end of the month, we're going to have a lot of profit to get out of these coins. So yeah, that's it, guys. Leave your comments if you have any suggestions on my videos, and if you want me to cover any other coins, leave them down below as well. See you in the next one.